Okay, in this video I'm going to be making a 20mm cubed die. This is from class when we used this orthographic drawing. So it is 20mm cubed. The units on each side, or digits, are 4mm diameter and 1mm deep. Typically they are 4mm off the edge and then 6mm on center. So as we go back, we want to start off by making a new part, and since we're in metric, we want to go to Tools, Document, Settings, Units, and change inch to millimeter under length. Say OK, and then back to our model. So our first step will be to make a cube. So we'll go Box, pick the XY plane, and it is going to be 20mm by 20 and extruded 20mm. So there's our starting cube, and we'll go ahead and save that. And you want to save it in your advanced PLTW folder and call it 20mm die. So here's our front face, as you can see in the view cube. Our front face is the 1 digit, so we're going to create a sketch by clicking just regular left click on the face, create sketch, and we're going to draw a circle in the center, and it will be 4mm. So we've got our 1 digit. We'll finish 2D sketch, and we are going to use extrude. We're going to click inside of the circle here, and we want it to go 1mm, and it is currently popping out and we want it to go the other way. So if we hit direction 2 instead of direction 1, it will go inward instead of popping out. And that's our first side. The next side, we'll do the top side, and the top side has 4 on it. So we will click on it and create a sketch and draw a circle, and we're going to draw this one just anywhere up in this corner. It's going to be 4mm, and in order to get it where we want it, which is 4mm off of each edge, we're going to use the dimension tool. So you click on dimension, left click the edge, left click the center of the circle, drag it until it 4mm. Then we're going to do the same thing from this edge to the center, drag up, and make this 4 also. So now we have our 1 digit up in the corner, the left corner, and we could draw a circle in each corner and dimension it, but there is an easier way to do it. So we're going to use the pattern and rectangular pattern. Right now geometry is clicked, so you click on geometry and you pick the circle that you want, and we're going to make an array. In one direction we'll have 2 units and 2 units in the other direction. So direction 1, we're going to click on this edge, and we can see that the arrow is pointing to the right, which is what we want, and these are 12mm on center. Then direction 2 will be this edge, and we're going to make that also 12 inches. And then you say OK, and we've got all 4 of our circles on this face. So we'll finish 2D sketch, and we're going to do it the same way that we did before with extrude. It's already set at 1mm. We'll click each one, even though they're popping up. Seems to be that Autodesk Inventor has a bit of a glitch. If you try direction 2 first and then click them, it gives me an error. So I click them first as extruding out, and then I change the direction, and it usually works. So we've got the 4 on this side, the 1 here, and now the 5 on this base. So I could go and do similar to what I did here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize the fact that I have these 4, and I'm going to copy them and paste them onto this face. So we're going to go back in to this over here on the browser, and if I go here I can tell which extrusion is which and which sketch is which. So if I click on this sketch, I can right click and say edit sketch, or I can just come over here, hover over it, and it gives me the option with this little edit sketch icon. So either way, so click edit sketch, and so that I make sure that these are in the right place after I move them or copy them, I'm going to add a little line that goes from the center of the circle to the corner of the cube, or in this case the square face. So I'm going to copy these, so all 4 circles and the line, and so I right click, copy, finish sketch, and now I'm going to create a new sketch on this side face or right side face. Right click, paste those circles, and you can see they came in down here at the origin, but that's alright, that's why I drew that line. So I highlight the 4 circles and the line, and I'm going to move them. Move. I've already selected them, so the base point will be the origin or the end of this line, and then I'm going to make that end of that line the corner of my square here. So I've moved them, I just need to get rid of that line because I don't need it. And now I have 4, but this is the side that has 5, so all I have to do is draw one more circle in the center. And it is also 4 millimeters. So I've got all 5 now. Right click, finish sketch. So repeating the extrude, click on all 5 holes. I'm going to move this out of the way, and then I want to go direction 2, and now I have those 3 sides done. So I can go back to this sketch, edit sketch, except I want to make sure it's the right sketch, so I go over to the browser and I say edit sketch, and I can get rid of that line because I don't need it. So just click on it and delete it, finish sketch. So at this point you have the 3 sides that are shown on the drawing, the orthographic drawing, and each of you will have to look at a die to get the other sides to make sure that they're on the right side and they're in the right orientation. So that is how you do the first 3 sides, and I'm going to have you on your own do the other 3 sides after you've used this video to help you.